All right. I think I've been talked into the Basilisk over the Sentinels. Our goal is to someday get the Sentinels to do something, but they don't seem to do it, no matter how hard we try. We've yet to actually have an aggro deck out of this, which is kind of weird. The deck feels like it should be able to aggro, but it doesn't actually seem to want to do that. Oaken forms have been kind of mediocre here. How many sources of black do we have to splash for this? Like 3? I think that's relevant. All right. Yeah, we could have had those shitty angels. I don't think they would have helped there either. We'd had to have chumped creatures to generate the angels. Maybe. I mean, maybe his deck had no flying answer, but maybe he was holding 2 plummets in hand. He had 5 or 6 cards in his hand at the end of the game that he didn't play. So I don't know. Presumably he's got some way to deal with creatures, flying creatures. How's this? This is our dream. This is our 2/3/4 damage dream. Called Ajani's Last Stand, Shonen. Go watch the draft if you want to hear my rationale. Like, second guessing that the Ajani stands would have been good there. What did we take them instead of? Would they have been better instead of that? Figure that out. Okay, scry one from my opponent. It's great. Neonate. All right. Got a Vine Mare. Do we want to wait to play the Oaken form? He is black, and the Vine Mare is probably a win condition versus that. Black-red. I think the answer is yes. Sure. Incoming bloodletter damage. I don't think we're going to get any value out of that Sentinel, so getting a creature off the board is fine. Let's play Vine Mare. She can't be blocked by black creatures. Feels like that's pretty good for us. Ah, some red chump blockers. Less good for us all of a sudden. Sure. Let's play the Stag and start swinging with Vine Mare. Alright, eat the Goblin. Trample Aura on Vine Mare would be very good for us this game. Another Instigator. Sure. Got chump blockers for days in that hand. It's only 3 mana, but it's going strong. Alright, I'm probably just Luminous Bonding the Bloodletter here. No, he's red. Presumably on 4 mana, he has red-black. He has Strangling Spores, as well as Straw card, right? Okay. He has Strangling Spores, as well as Lightning Strike, as well as what's the Electrify to deal with me. So he wants to race here. Oh, that's a good one for the Mare. So we hold that in reserve. Why don't I give him a chance to trip block Vine Mare? I could have maybe at the when I had to open mana. I'm gonna play quick draft today, maybe. So I don't know which one to buff here. Presumably the one that becomes unblockable most of the time to his stuff. So I guess we're gonna open form this. I mean, he's saying he has a wide attack coming in a second though, right? 3, 5, 8, 10. I'm at 1 with Trumpet Blast. Okay. Maybe getting 3 more damage there would have been relevant. Okay. If he keeps swinging, I've got an unblockable Vine Mare in a second here. Oh, he didn't want to attack. I think this is a Titanic Growth in the Stag turn. Followed by a Guide for next turn. Or maybe a Thorn Lieutenant if I want to hide the Guide. Oh, you can't dual block the... Okay. So we'll tap that. Sure. Sure. Doesn't he just die on 7 with Titanic Growth? Sure. Okay. Seems fine. Cage was a win, was it? So I had 5 mana, so I can't play Cage and Titanic Growth. So if I cage the 3/1 and tap the 1/1, I get in for 8. He's at 7. Yeah, that would have worked. I think you're correct. All right, happy with our guys, I think. 2/2 seemed to actually trade okay with his board. Seems fine. He could block the Stag, but he couldn't block the Vine Mare if I got rid of both the red blockers. I guess that's true. No, you're right. Because then Stag runs into the lifelink. The lifelink heals him before combat damage is dealt, or as combat damage is dealt. No, it's as combat damage is dealt, so he would heal through that. Yeah. Okay. So my play was as good. This sucks. This is really good for us, but what am I drawing towards? He's got a really wide early deck. I don't want to have nothing in hand. I think I mulligan this and feel really bad about all my Luminous Bonds being in there. Okay, I don't have green mana, so I have to get green mana here. I'm not going down to 5 for this. There it is. Good enough. Got Vine Mare again too, which is pretty nice, so we need a second green for it. Sure. Totally fine with that. I need a land that needs to be a green land. That's a green land. He's stuck on 2 lands too, poor guy. Sure, Bloodletter. I think I'm gonna Bristling Boar before I Stag here. And I think I'm only attacking with the Vine Mare. There's no reason to change the order up at all. He's black-red, so he has a fuck ton of red chump blockers if he ever gets his red mana. Sovereign's Bite main deck. You bet. Wants to race me with the Bloodletter. Bloodletter can't win that race. Let's get the Stag down for any sort of real blockers he has. More power out of the other two, but we just kill him here. If he swings with that, I think we just kill him. Right? 5, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Nine, 12, 15. Good game. All right. Hexproof plus can't be blocked by black creatures. Turns out fairly strong versus black-red. This deck seems significantly worse than that all-green deck we played earlier. Don't know what this card does. Pirate. You search your library for an equipment or vehicle card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. That's a cool one. A little bit expensive for 4, but it's pretty good. Yeah, that's what when I picked the Vinemare. That was a conversation we had about how fucking good that card is. Yeah, Windmare. Green deck was a good counter to my deck. I don't know if that's true. We almost beat him. We beat him once and we almost beat him the second time. I forgot about the Blanchwood Armors entirely and having 2 of them. I don't know why. I think he must have been just... He could have drawn them in the last like 2 turns, I guess. They might have been at the bottom of his deck. He might have been trying to play around removal. I go first. I've got white mana. I need to draw green. I have no playable cards. This is a new opponent. 6, 5, 5. These are dead forever. This is a 4. Ugh. I think I tossed that. Alright, well, we've got a very nice little combo there if we can get that off. And a 3-drop. That seems pretty good. Need to draw green mana. He scryed 1 as well. Scryed 2, maybe. Is that 1 or 2? Okay. It's not 5 wins to break even. It's 4 wins to come out ahead. 5 wins to come out really far ahead. And I think... No! Are you fucking kidding me, game? Wow. I was reading chat. I meant to play Courser there, and that just auto-target and didn't give me an option to cancel. That's pretty frustrating. Like, imagine that in a real game of Magic. It would never, ever happen. It's removing the Luminous Bonds. Not unfortunate. Fucking retarded. So we're on a 2-turn clock right now. To my own Oaken Form Falcon. Like, he can't even tempo that fast because he can't get 3 mana. Well, that was a good first one, for sure. Wow. I can't, like, there's no cancel. So I pull the card out. It taps the lands, fine. And then it's just like, bam, Oaken Form's gone. You're done. The guy is buffed. Enjoy your stay. So I've seen at least one. I don't know. I don't know if a plummet is worth it just off that information. I don't know if a naturalize is worth it just off that information. The 2 drops seem fine. They look like they'll trade with him. I'm probably erasing that. That's really frustrating because it now puts us on a we lose the deck entirely right now if we lose again. And I think we had that game. I don't want to play full control mode. It's too slow and clunky. I don't want to have to click 25 times. What just happened there was an issue of me being distracted, clicking a card without really thinking because I knew what the play was going to be. I'm clearly going to play the 3-mana 3/3 creature out of my hand, right? I really don't want to set up a system. Watch how many clicks I have to do. This is full control. Ready? So I'm going to play my grunt land. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to go to attack. I'm going to go to blockers. I'm going to go to main. I'm going to go to end turn. And I've got to do this every single fucking time. Draw for him. Like, it takes forever. And what it ends up doing is you end up clicking too fast to get through that shit and screwing yourself more. All right, he's on his normal hand now, which is kind of bad news. All right, so he was trying to do that anyways, right? So let's go ahead and bonds that. White-red aggro is scary as fuck. Can't believe I just Oaken formed his fucking Falcon last game. It's not your fault. That's not chat's fault. It's my fault for doing that. Like, I'm not blaming it on chat because I was distracted. I'm justifying what had just happened. Like, clearly I would never deliberately Oaken form it. Seems like a really sketchy play from him. I'm pretty sure this thing's getting lightning bolted right now. Guess not. Client's getting a little laggy too. Might be worth a restart after this set of games. One 4 is surprisingly good blocker on this board. Getting angeled. Spark tongued. Okay. I don't want him blocking, so I might as well bonds first. All right. Thanks, Doge. All right, we'll get a win out of that. We've seen 2 flyers. I think a plummet's worth playing. I don't know about Spider. Spider might be a little bit slow. I'm a bit worried about tricks from him. He had a lot of cards in hand, and he spent a lot of time sitting there because we didn't let him interact with blocking at all. Sentinels are okay versus his deck. Oaken Forms might not be okay. I know he has a Hieromancer's Cage, but it's the only enchantment we've seen. I'm not sure it's worth subbing in Naturalize for that. Card's probably dead most of the time. I'm going to pull 1 Oaken Form. I don't really want to mess with my creature layout right now. Alright. There's no such thing as a wild growth. You mean Titanic growth? I think Titanic growth is pretty good here. think it plays around a lot of red-white combat tricks that we're likely to see. And anything I can do to kill his creatures outright is probably good for me. I don't want him building wide boards. 2 turns to draw land. We've got 4 things we can play with 2 land and a green seeker. Alright, it's questionable. Alright, fingers crossed, chat. Nice. Let's set up the trade first. No, I'm going to need land. I guess I'm taking damage. Okay. Do I care about playing it on curve right now? Not really. This trades with 2 of his creatures. That's fine. But I'm not blocking with this, so maybe. Okay. Maybe I should be threatening to block with it. You're such trash right now, game. This is it. I get 2 lands and I'm dealing with it. Okay. Take Vengeance to destroy target tap creature. It doesn't do anything to an untapped creature. What do I get blown out by harder? Combat trick right now with Oaken Form or a second creature. Have to have a chump blocker for the round after. Oh, I should have done fucking 5 damage. Tilting a little bit here. Okay, so I just missed damage. I don't want to dual block. All right. Let's miss 3 damage. Just got cage for it. Okay, I'm not dead yet. It's getting close though. I'd really like to 1-for-1 trade. Fuck you, game. Alright, we're just chump blocking. Okay, I'm now dead if I activate this and don't draw a land. Okay. Cage to remove it outright. Vinemare as a Hexcrew blocker. I think both are okay. I think I'm going to Vinemare to save myself versus like a flyer. Card got so much value. Let's start getting value of our own. Yeah, creature damage is not permanent. creatures on the board. Okay, it's the most number of blockers I could get this turn and still do something. Got a motivator, certainly scary. Because now I can't Hero Mancers in response. So I think it's got to be Angel. Ah, no. I'm gonna fucking Hero Mancers the motivator. Except I have limited time too. Like we've seen, he has the Spark Tongue Dragon that eventually can hit face. It's white red. Presumably at one point he's gonna have. I think I like the Angel attack here for everything. It's a vigilance attack as well. Just chose not to block and died. Okay. Sure. Seems good. I got a little frustrated and made some tilty plays there. I don't know if it was right to play the one blocker with the buff or not. I guess in retrospect, with Hero Mancer's Cage, like playing 2 blockers was better. Not that I would have chumped there. I think at some point I should have given up on the Dryad. I should have blocked with the Dryad when I had the Courser and the Dryad, but I kept expecting, you know, like how many rounds in a row can I go with no land and then just getting boned on it. So dunno. All right, back in a minute, guys, and we'll do our final game of this draft, one way or the other, or a final set of games.